After a decade of work and a failed Indiegogo, Edge of Twilight released.
It's still amazing that a crowdfunding campaign sprouted out of nowhere for a game nearly a decade old. It was only in May 2016 that Edge of Twilight made a triumphant return on Indiegogo. Its developer, Fuzzyeyes, needed funding to finally bring the game out of developmental hell and release it into the world. Unfortunately for them, nobody seemed to care. The Indiegogo campaign not only failed, but it didn't collect a single dollar. Not one person, including myself who was just about the last person who cared, could be bothered to throw a single, crinkled bill from under the sofa cushions at this piece of gaming history. That's where this story should have died, but it hasn't. Refusing to die. Somehow, someway, Fuzzyeyes managed to release Edge of Twilight on Steam in late September. How can this be? It seems they just threw up whatever they had onto Steam, without much additional work. Judging by Let's Plays, there isn't a single review anywhere. The game looks to have a solid core, but it's incredibly rough. The voice acting is poor, the animations are stiff, the combat is flat and dull, and the graphics don't look great. It seems almost all of these issues would have been addressed with the Indiegogo money. It's nice to see the game is finally released, but you have to wonder what the point of it is. A week after its launch, there are only 15 reviews on Steam, and no coverage whatsoever from the gaming press. More than 15 people have bought it based on Steam Spy, but for the amount of time and money poured into it over a decade, they'd need to sell quite a few copies to just break even. It would have been better to just abandon it and start over on something else. Fuzzyeyes must have really believed in Edge of Twilight and wanted to stick to it, hoping that it would bring them success. Maybe the $350,000 from Indiegogo they were asking for would have let them put more polish on it. As it stands, you can't help but feel Edge of Twilight has been a complete disaster. It's a shame, because its trailer still looks great.